Hello everyone, this is Anshuman, and in this Make.com tutorial, I'm going to show you how to automate your Gmail using AI. This is a complete step-by-step tutorial where I'm going to show you how to automate your email responses using ChatGPT and Make.com's free tier. So if you are very new to automation and don't know how to set up Make.com, then don't worry, this is a complete beginner-friendly video. By the end of this video, you will be having an AI assistant that automatically replies all your professional emails and personal also, but with the help of Make.com and ChatGPT. So you can set it up with no coding background, and you can save up literally 7 to 10 hours per week on auto replying, and also you will be having an AI assistant that knows what you do and how you do it. Okay, so without wasting any further time, let's get started, and I'm going to show you exactly how to build it. Okay, so for that I have logged into my Make.com dashboard, and currently let's run the full scenario, and then we will see how exactly I have built it. So firstly we will click on scenarios on the left corner, and then I will select this scenario that I've already made. And for this I've been using this Gmail API sheet, and this main email that I have integrated, and this Gmail that I will send the email from. Okay, so let me just show you how exactly it is being built. So firstly the Gmail will be watched, and the trigger will be email, and it will just see all the emails from a particular date and time that we can select, and from there it will see what emails are upcoming and what emails are have been received from that date. Okay, and then when it filters from September 10th and 10 a.m. All the emails after September 10th and 10 a.m. It will collect all those emails, and then it will add in this Google Sheet that I have added here, and then it will just see all the rows that Google Sheet have added, and then via OpenAI it will just fetch all the Google Sheets rows and then generate a reply or for the email, and then we will just send an email. So let's run this in practical and see how it works. Okay, so for that I have collected a few of the templates that we can send. So I'm just using this inquiry about the product, and let me just send a email from this to my email, that is Anshuman SP16, and the subject will be this inquiry about your product, and I will send, hey Anshuman, please let me know about your business and what services you offer. Okay, regards Aman. Don't go on the template, it's just for very simpler purpose. Okay, so I'll just hit enter, and this email will be received here in this email. Okay, so let's just refresh it, and it will be here in a sec. So I don't know why it is not here. So yeah, it is here, and we have received this email. So I can run this automation once, and the email will be received in the sheet and then auto replied via Gmail. I have to run it manually because I can turn on the every 15 minutes, but it will not make sense for this video. So you can turn it on in the Make.com's free tab. Okay, so let me just run it once and show you how exactly it was working. Okay, so let me see what's the error. Scenario is running, waiting for the server. Okay, so it has been run, and yeah, the Gmail has been sent. The email has been sent, and I have received this. Hi Aman, thank you for reaching out. I don't sell a specific product. I offer one-to-one consultants focused on helping business save time and money by identifying inefficiencies. My consultation fees is this, and if you'd like to discuss your business challenges in detail, we can schedule a quick call using this link. Schedule a consultation with me. Looking forward to hearing from you. Best regards, Anshuman Parmar, business consultant, and this is my email. Okay, so this is how we can send an auto reply via Gmail, and let's see how to build it from scratch. So for making this whole scenario, firstly you have to create a Google Sheet, and you can name it anything, and you have to set the headers like date, sender name, sender email, subject, text content, recipient email, priority. You can just add those headers, and I am just removing this whole data because it will be refilled. Okay, so you can set all these headers pre-built, and then make a sheet here in Google Sheet, and then you will need two emails, one for integrating it with Make.com, and the other one is to testing for the scenario. Okay, also, as I've already told, we have 4 different nodes here. Every one connection is called node here, and we have then hooks and triggers. Okay, so the first one is the trigger of Gmail watch emails. Okay, so firstly, to create this whole scenario and this automation, we will come on the scenarios page from the Make.com dashboard, and then we will click on create scenario, and from there we will just create a node, and we will search for Gmail. And in Gmails, we will watch for watch emails, that is asset compliant, and we will create a connection here. You can see signing with Google, and it is giving some errors, so we will wait for the authentication. Let's start from the beginning and let's see how it goes. So it is saying message not found, but then it is showing us the whole accounts that we have, and Google will allow Make.com to access info about you. Yes, and select all, and then click on continue, and it will just associate your Gmail account and everything of your Gmail like Google Sheet, everything from make.com with make.com. Okay, so filter type will be simple filter. Folders you can select here, like which folder you want to filter the emails. I will be selecting it from important folder. Okay, only important emails I will be using for auto replying. Notes label, I can use notes, and you can just keep it empty. Okay, criteria will be only unread messages will be filtered, no read messages will be filtered. Mark email messages as read when fetched. When we fetch all the emails that are unread and it is sent to the Gmail API, it will be sent to Google Sheet, then it will be marked as read, so that it won't be counted again in the next scenario or in the next automation. So the limit will be, I will be keeping it 5. Okay, and then I will be saving it. So choose where to start from, and I'm saying that from now on. Okay, so this is our first trigger which is ready. So it will watch for all the emails that will come into our Gmail that we have just used it. And now we are going to integrate our Google Sheet here. So the Google Sheets we will add here, update row, add a row, appends a row, add up in the bottom, and then we will the connection will be already made, and we will search by path. Okay, and the drive will be my drive. You can select it from here. Spreadsheet ID, from spreadsheet ID you can just search. I have the Gmail API already made here, so I will just search for that. Sheet name is sheet 1. What is sheet? This is the sheet 1, so you can just select sheet 1. And table contains headers. If your table contains all these headers, then you can select it yes. And we have to select the exact things. So here are all the things that we will get from Gmail. Okay, so we have configured the Gmail, but here we can use those values that will come from Gmail. So the first one is dates. I have already added the headers, so it is saying like that. So I will just configure the sender name here, and so we will select from name here, and sender email we will select from here, sender email, and subject we can select from here, and text content we can select from here, full text body, and recipient email is here to email, and priority will be asked from here if it has a priority box. If it is not having any priority box, we will just ignore it. Okay, you can just remove it from here. Labels, if it has, then we can see from here by collapsing all those. Okay, and user label, folder ID, user label, folder name. Okay, we can write it here. Attachments, if any you want to add any attachments here, you can just add it. Okay, has attachment, has media, all those things. So we can just write it here. These are not necessary, just the text content, subject, and these are the things which are necessary. So this is how we have set up our starting two triggers, the watch email and Google Sheet. So it will just watch for the scenario, and let's test it from this point, and I'll send a email from here. So it will just fetch it and add a row in the Gmail. So I'm just sending my anything, hey, this is a test email. Okay, so I'm just sending it to this email, and it will receive it from here. Let's just wait a few seconds. Okay, it is testing my patience, and it has come. So it must be added to the Gmail after I run this automation. So let's run this whole thing and wait for it, and it must be added here. It has not added it yet, so we have to see where we are lacking. So let's see what is the issue. So maybe the issue is in the folder, because the folder is not in the important. And let's see if we have already read. So we have read this email, that's why it has not come yet. So we have to resend an email, because it will only search for the unread email. So I am sending it again. It is nothing, and we have to say, hey, this is again a test email, and we will send it. It will take a few seconds to send, so we'll wait for a few seconds, and then we'll just hit on the refresh. Okay, second refresh, third refresh, it has here, and we will run it once, and it must pass through. Yes, it has been passed, and we can see that this has been added in the Gmail sheet. So our first two steps has been completed. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so after this we will just click on the plus button, and then we will search for OpenAI, and we will integrate the auto replying in it via OpenAI and ChatGPT. So we will search for the create a chat completion. So it is like if you scroll down, generates a chat completion. I think it is only that. So we'll click on that, and we have to configure that create a chat completion GPT and open models, and we have to select a model, and I will use GPT-5 chat latest because it is most compatible here. And then we have to set up the system and or the system or the developer message, and then we will have to configure the user message. So we will add two messages here. The first role will be developer or system, and the second will be user. I have a prompt. We have to very carefully design the prompt. I have iterated again and again on this prompt, and I have reached to this final prompt that I am adding it here, and you can just write it like that. You are a helpful, concise business email assistant. Write professional emails and handle all type of email. Reply them based on the given information. I do one-to-one consultations to help businesses save their time and money. Pricing is $50 per hour consultation fees, and the project pricing depends on the complexity of the problem. Handle all complaints generously and assure solution or refund if things are not working. For urgent or important emails, ask them to have patience a little, or if required, contact me on this email, this number that I can provide. If you want, it can provide a genuine number. I have not provided it because it is only for the demo purpose. And if the sender asks for scheduling, propose a scheduling link with my Calendly, and I have given it my Calendly link. And also, don't write like this that don't want it, because it is like writing like that. Just write one link and make it personalized by clearly fetching the name from email. If the email is a newsletter or no reply or spam or returns, skip. Also mention scheduling calls only when asked about my availability or when someone wants to talk to me or for business. Don't mention much from your side and in general chats. So for the lessen the assumptions that it makes. Okay, don't mention like that, and always answer in proper HTML format to show proper formatting and proper alignment and space professionally. Okay, and then we will have to just ask for, just write the text content that it will receive. So the firstly we will write the subject here, and for subject we have to select it from this dialog box that is present here, when we have to select the subjects. Okay, and then we will fetch the sender name for personalization. So it will be from name, and then we will have to write sender email, and we will select the from email here, and then we have to select the text content body here. So we have to write it like that, and we have to write email body. Here is the text content, so it has the full text body. Okay, here it is. And max tokens will be 2048. So that's how we can configure it. Okay, so our 3 triggers are completed and the flow is almost complete. Let's get on to the last one, and let's add and search for Gmail, and we have to send an email here. So we'll just select it here, choose our account, and continue with that. And I don't know what's the issue. It is asking for again sign up, and we have signed it yet, and we'll click on continue, and then it will create a connection here, and you have until April 9th 2026 to reauthorize. Okay, so it has been configured correctly, and to recipient email address 1. So I think it has been upgraded a little bit from the last I have made the automation. So recipient email address 1 will be our from email that we have received, and here we will select the subject, and we can write it here, sending test email, anything that you want to make the subject of, and of sending test reply email of, and we can select the subject here, that was the actual subject. Okay, body type collection of contents, raw HTML, we can write it here. Content will be and for contact you have to select OpenAI, and then you have to click on choices, and then on message and message content. Okay, so it will just paste it here, and body type will be raw HTML because we want to make it the proper formatting. So we will select the body type raw HTML, and subject will be sending best reply of email this, and content will be here. When we will click on save, and also we can write it here like message.content. If the message.content is spam or no reply or anything fishy, then we can select this value, and as you can see we can write it here, and if it not equal to, and we can select it here, underroot sorry, underscore skip. Okay, so we can add a filter here because in the OpenAI prompt we have written that here we have written that if the email is a newsletter or no reply or spam, return escape. Okay, so if it is like that, it will return escape, and we will stop that one here. So this is how the whole flow is, and we have made the whole flow from the scratch, and this is how you can run your whole automation on Gmail using ChatGPT. So this is the time for testing. So let's get on testing and see if this works. Okay, so I noticed a thing here that this is the new version that make.com has released right now. So it is not quite stable right now, and I have tested various emails as you can see, and the other one that the previous version had was starting. So just a little improvisation that I want to make here. Whenever you are adding a module, make sure if you are selecting Gmail, you will select version 2 for now, because it is the most stable version and it is verified and it is working quite fine. So you can select version 2, and everything in the whole automation will work like that, but you will be on the previous version that is stable right now. So everything is same that I have shown you, but you have to select this version 2 and it will work like a charm. Okay, so let's now test it and let's see how it is going through. So let's test with 3 emails, and the first one is aggressive complaint about your services. So I'm sending the first email. The subject will be like that, aggressive complaint. Okay, and let me copy this content. Let's not write the curse word here. Okay. Oh, regards Aman. Okay, and we will send it, and let's see that it will be received here. I have been testing for a few times this, and let's see when the email will receive. We will run this automation with the previous versions Gmail's API, and it has been received. So we will just run it, and it will just go through. As you can see, it is running through, and we will receive it. Yes, aggressive complaints about your services. What the hell is wrong with your services? Why do you sell these crap of things? So it is very harsh language used here. So what we are gonna do is we'll see how it has handled. Hi Aman, I'm really sorry that to hear that you are unhappy with the services. I completely understand your frustration, and your satisfaction is my priority, and I appreciate your patience and cooperation. So it is a very good email that it has handled your customer query very confidently, and it will also reply according to the prompt that you can enter it here, and all the information that you can give about yourself here. Okay. So the last email we will test one more email here. Okay, and we'll just see which email to test here. So general inquiry, inquiry about the product, and this is a spam email that you can try, and it will not pass through because we have added a condition here, a filter, as you can see. So it will not pass. We will test it also. Let's see inquiry about availability. We will test it. So let's see to ensure and inquiry about availability, and hey Anshuman, tell me about your availability for today. So it will just make sure that it will pass through, and also after this I will be sending a email for the spam email. It will be a spam email, so very important email. You want a very big prize. Okay, so it must not pass through, and its response should not be received. So I'll just add all these things. So it must show skip here, and we are having a template for the spam email. Okay, so I'll just click on send button, and both the emails will be received here, inquiry about availability and the spam email that I've sent right now. So it will be received right now. Okay, and let's see. It has been received, but it must not pass through this. So let me run it once and see which emails are getting passed by and which emails are getting stopped here. Okay, so only one of the email has been passed, and the other one has been skipped. So we must get only one response here. Okay, so we have got only one response, and the other one has been stopped there, right there. Okay, so hi Mr. X, thank you for reaching out. I would be happy to connect with you for a consultation. You can check my available slots here and schedule a session with me. So it will just redirect directly to your Calendly link that you have mentioned in the make.com prompt. Okay, so anyone can select a meeting with you here, and they can just enter their name, email, and share anything that will help prepare for a meeting, and can schedule a meet with you. So this is how the whole automation process with make.com is works, and you can just set it up using the version 2. So that's how you make a Gmail automation in make.com. We have covered how to connect your Gmail with make.com, how to connect your Google Sheet with make.com, connection of OpenAI with your make.com account, and the testing of the full automation with sample emails. So this automation can save literally 7 to 10 hours every week to you if you reply to your emails a lot. And if you like this video and want more videos on such topics, then consider subscribing this channel, and I'll post more videos like this, and you will get a lot of value from this channel. And if you want that I must make a video on a specific topic, then you can down below drop a comment and let me know what automation I must make a video on the next one. So let's see you in the next video, and thank you for watching this video.